Good morning. Welcome to Bedonie.yeah. This is our podcast, and we are wrapping up the plumbing adventure for Tommy Moore, the veteran, and we did previous videos. And so, if you haven't seen those, go ahead and go back and watch that. How this all came to be, and came into fruition. We're very appreciative of all the people that showed tremendous support by calling the number when we asked, and they contributed to the material costs for this bathroom. We are in day 4. We missed the deadline, and most of it was because of when you do remodeling, you don't know what you're going to run into. We uncovered a lot of structural issues in the flooring. A lot of the boards were crumbling. They were sagging. The actual floorboards were sagging, and it's because they had stacked particle board, I think three high, so it was pretty thick. So we had to cut all that out and re-lift it so it could actually be flush. And then the OSB that we laid down was actually flush and plumb with all the walls around it. So the whole bathroom is out of square. So we've been trimming, and so nothing was on. So every measurement we took was different. We was off by an eighth, a quarter, and it was big gaps, and so we had to really maneuver, and so it took a long time for us to repair, put the bathroom back together. But we're happy, and Mr. Moore was around the whole time, and he kept peeking in, and he's very excited. And during this time of 3-4 days that we've been spending together, from the prep to planning to creating a plan, and then initiating that plan, and then starting construction, we've spent a lot of time with this family, and they are very appreciative, and they are so sweet. And the generosity for them to open up their home and allow us to film this, to allow you to see this process, is also a gift. Because a lot of the times when we help people, they are very apprehensive. They don't want to be on camera. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to show their private areas in their home, but they do want the help. So the fact that you're seeing this, especially for a Native American, to allow you to see the hardship, because we're a very proud people, that this is a gift for you to actually see this and witness this. And to listen to Tommy talk, this is how the Navajo people convey. They are very, very humble people. We are very strong. We are very loving to one another, especially when you are able to create and identify those clanship relationships. So by clan, again, Tommy Moore is my husband's father by clan. We've never met him until this whole situation began. And then I've gotten to know his wife and his children, and they are a very beautiful family. And our family was able to work around his family, and there was no weirdness, because usually when you pull families together, there's animosity. Girls don't like each other, the boys don't like each other, and that's just the way human nature is. But with the miraculous thing about our family, our daughters that were working on this project, and his family, is they really got along. And I think we created a very amazing relationship and friendship with this family. And now we literally call them, family members. And so I wanted to thank you all for helping us help our family to bring their bathroom and their home into more of a healthy standard and healthy situation. And it's important for us to also give thanks, because I think it's a God thing. It seems like this is such a hard task, but it was easy. We just had to put in the planning and the preparation, and also the effort. What my husband would always say is just a little bit of effort to get there, and then the rest will fall into place. And this is what happened, during this whole project. And what I wanted to convey out there to Navajo Nation, I went to a meeting at the Winter Rock Capitol, and they're talking about the housing crisis that's happening on the Navajo Nation. There's not enough housing for individuals. They're looking at solving the big problems, but I was there to convey to them that there is an emergency happening right now. The people of Navajo Nation, their homes, because of inflation and the cost of material, and also the lacking of the trades, because education, they're not pushing trades and vocations, so there's a shortage of actual craftsmen and professionals that can get these things done. That when you talk to the people, their homes are in dire need, and there's no renovation costs being diverted, money for that. So we're not getting any kind of relief. But when we get these phone calls, we are visiting these homes. We are literally going inside and we are identifying what the problem is. And the problem is COVID impacted not just the people. We had to stay home and the regular stuff that we talk about. But the fact is that they had 3, 4, 5 different families that were stacked up in grandma's house, and they were blowing out the septic tanks because how many flushes per day? And what happens is your leach fields are exhausted. And so you have, when we always talk about a story of an elderly woman who her septic was overflowing, and she didn't have they had it pumped, but she couldn't understand why the leach field wasn't taking the excess water because it would fill up so fast, and she didn't have enough money to have it pumped again because it was so much fluid. And so she was literally bucketing her own sewage out of her septic tank so that her family didn't have backed up pipes in the house. And she had methane poisoning, and I believe she went to the hospital and she didn't make it. So these are big emergency issues that are affecting our elders that are trying to take care of their family, and also the veterans. And when you enter these homes and you see how unsafe they are, then you realize that the crisis isn't just what they're talking about. It's not just Jeanette, where we're literally telling you this is what we're up against. We have photographs and pictures of all the plumbing that needs to be redone for the health standards of our people. Also electrical, we go through, we take pictures, and most time when you zoom in, you actually see outlets that are blown out. They have black marks up the wall because the wiring is so old that when it attaches back to the actual box, it can't hold the amperage, and it can't hold how much juice they're pulling. Especially today with all of our technology, our phones, our laptops, everyone's pulling power, and these houses can't withstand it. I mean, if we don't get on the ground and help the people and help fix their homes and get their wiring up to par and their plumbing so that they have healthy homes, we're going to start seeing fires happen. We're going to start seeing people get sick again. And this is something that I need to convey out there to our Navajo Nation and also our president and also our council members. There is much to be done, and you need to listen to your people, your professional ones. And we have photographs, we have video, and we have evidence. And so when you're ready to really listen to the crisis of Navajo Nation, please give us a call. Again, we're Copper Penny Plumbing, 505-870-3844. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you all soon.
Bedonie.yeah.
It's day 4 and we're about done. I think we'll be done today. I'm drinking my coffee, getting ready. Girls are loading up and trying to stay warm so I can get going, get my fuel. But Mr. Moore is so appreciative. I mean, he thanked me like, I don't know, 50 to 60 times in the day. He is so grateful, and he didn't think anybody would do anything this much short for him, for his house, and he's amazed that people are still out there that are able to help, and he thinks we're something. What do you call that? We're heroes, but we're not. We just want to help. That's it. Basically help him out because he fought in the war, put his life on the line, came back, but his body's aching. But he's feeling it, but we just want to help. That's it. Just try to make his life a little bit comfortable. But man, when I walked into that first time, I walked into that, seen that tub sitting so high, woo! I felt really bad for him. That's the reason why we're doing this. Just to make his life a little bit better for him, easier for him to get into that shower.
Spanish. Thank you. Hello, my name is Laverne Moore. Shit, Nygren and shit. Kobana aja bashichin. Nandish ashitachini a shiche. Not really a shanella. So, just really want to express my thank you. I'm just so forever appreciative for everyone that helped in this project, for my husband and our family. It's been a long time that we've been trying to make ends meet to do a little bit of home improvement, and it's been very difficult because there's been times when we hit rock bottom, or we could take 2 steps forward and then we feel pretty good about things, and things just hit us hard again, and then we're 7 steps back and we have to start all over again with whatever financial need or whatever comes about our way, whatever obstacles in life that us as a married couple or family and husband and wife. And to be honest, it's not easy being married to a veteran, especially a war veteran, and it's just it's difficult, but we manage, and I love him, and we just try to do our best to make things work. And the leaky faucet just kept happening and getting worse and worse, and just but we just told each other that somehow, some way, we're going to make it, and it's going to we're going to pull through. So we had roof water damage, and the whole ceiling fell in. That was one summer, and that put us back again. We've had the water heater, there was issues with the water heater, and our kitchen again. And I remember when our refrigerator just went kaput, and it was out, and we didn't have any funds, and we were trying, but it's somehow, some way, our prayers were answered, and we were able to get a new refrigerator, thanks to my son. And appliances, our oven went out, and we managed somehow. But together, you work together as a couple. It you believe in it's going to work out. It's going to work out. So we just, I'm just very, very grateful and very thankful that everyone that donated to this project. I'm just so forever grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Tristan Moore. I'm the son of Tommy Moore and Laverne Moore. And my dad, he's a Vietnam veteran, and he's been through a lot. And it's just really helpful that they came through and built our new restroom. It's our restroom's not bad, and you should never call it bad or ugly. It's just calling it improvement. And I love what they did, and for my dad to see it, and it's just really nice. And Copper Penny is more than just a business, it's a family, and I love that. And the way they work, it's just, and thank you for the donations. Thank you so much. That's all I want to say. Thank you so much.
She Tommy Moore and she Ani and Shambla Ghana Bashis Chain. Tsanatini Vasha Chiro Balagani Vashanal. Aro Shido a hidden is Saintlinson. Shika all the Warigish Dishika Jeshalchin Adat Ela did our argument Beda has seen. On Shanja Quib Shana Kanda. I'm already began to feel like I'm part of the family, and for this I'm forever grateful for helping me, picking me, and understanding who I am as a veteran. And I'm really grateful. It's been an emotional time for me, just thinking a month ago this wouldn't have been possible. A month ago I was trying to clean out the sewer, and I was just thinking why these kind of things happen to a veteran like myself. Trying our best. I always try my best, but yet it seems like I'm always like falling behind on everything. It wasn't until my son came by and I got to meet him, Albertson, Bedonie, and it turned out that he's my son by clan. So with this in mind, they came back, excuse me, and then I met my daughter, Karen, and then I met my Nollies. And like I said before, this wouldn't have been possible for me a month ago. Just wishful thinking who is going to help me? Where am I going to get help? How much is it going to cost me? How am I going to be able to do something for my family? It's frustrating when you just hope for these kind of things. It's frustrating when you try to make something good for your family, and every time you do a little bit of stuff it makes you feel good, but there's so much more. And I just take a look at myself now, and when they came through for me and they said, we're going to help you, this is why, because of your health. And Albert was the one that said, I'm not going to have my dad step over that tub anymore. And I didn't even visualize anything like this a month ago, because I was just like struggling with my thoughts. Now it's becoming a real reality that there are some good people. And I quote my friend Gary Denke when I talked to him. He said, there's a lot of caring American people that still exists. And I saw that in Albert, Karen, and also my granddaughters. I just felt so good, and I couldn't believe it when they said, you know what, this is what we're going to do for you. And they kept going at it. The weather's been bad. It's been a pretty tough year for everybody, but it's happening to me, for me. They're doing it for me. Number one, as a veteran, we're proud of who we are, yes, as veterans. This house I built back in 1974 and 75 with some help from, I was younger, with some help from my buddies, my friends that rodeo with me together. We built this home, so I wanted to have a stable. That's how I built my home, with a prayer and good thoughts, some positive approach. We were never taught anything constructively, how to go about these kind of things, but we built it, and throughout the course of the year, it kept me humble, knowing that I have a home to go back home to, and I try to keep an update on it. But I noticed that I started getting older faster, and I kept thinking, oh my God, I better have something good. I still want to show my pride is still with me, my dignity is still with me, but it was always the help I needed. And I just want to say, Copper Penny Plumbing, they came through for me. And at first I was just thinking, why are they saying they're going to do this for me? And it turned out that they really have a lot of respect themselves as who they are and the relationship that we're going to hold together each other with. That's what I'm embracing in my heart. I fell in love with this family when they were working around me, calling me Shanala. And that makes a veteran like myself feel proud of who he is. I've always been trying to be nice to people. I don't look at myself like I'm a threatening veteran. I never threaten anybody with nothing. It's like I always try to teach them, do something good for yourself. Don't ever be like me. I tell my children that. Go to school, do something good for yourself. Don't ever be like that. You know, because I struggle with a lot of these things. And a month ago, it was just so unbearable when we had a backup in the bathroom. The water was leaking from our bathtub. And I kept thinking, this is hopeless. Everywhere we stepped in the bathroom, it was going up and down. We were bouncing around in the bathroom. And it got to the point of where it was almost lost hope until they showed up. And they said, this is what we're going to do. And I've been patient with them since they came over here. I love what they're doing. I wish I could help them do something. And that's the only thing I was thinking about sitting here this afternoon. I have nothing to give to Albert, Karen, and the children, but my love for them is going to grow from here. There are good people like them, for Lola. I've learned to accept that. Because a lot so don't give up hope. Don't put yourself in a bind to where you say you're homeless. If you have a home, reach out to somebody that can help you with every little thing that you need. But it's these people, they're Navajo. And this is one thing that I really am so grateful for, and I've just been so emotionally being touched. And I've been praying, giving my thanks for them every time I get up in the morning, every time I go to sleep at night. I've been giving my thanks to them, thinking, who are these people? They just accepted me as one of their own. And with that in mind, please don't give up hope on yourself, you veterans out there. There's a lot of us that need help, but we don't have to go for the biggest mansion or anything. We just need to reach out to people. And this is what I just want to say. And I'm just very excited to see the completion of the new bathroom. And looking at it, I can't wait to jump in there and see what it feels like, a brand new bathroom. I just want to thank my son Albertson, and then also my daughter Karen Bedonie, and then my granddaughters, every one of them. It's been a pleasure watching them work, and I even talked to them, and they made me feel good. They make me feel so good. They give me hugs, and this is something that we're all missing. I've been missing these kind of things. The encouragement that my daughter Karen has been telling me. Don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever feel like you're useless. You're somebody. That's all I wanted to hear. And with this in mind, I just want to extend my thanks again. Thank you so much for helping me with the bathroom.
Bedonie.